What's up, everybody? Gridbot Guru here, and today we are going to talk a little bit about setting up a Gridbot. Okay, now I've already done videos on how to set them up. However, I keep getting people asking questions about what the trigger price is. So today, what we are going to end up doing is we are going to basically set up a Gridbot. I'm going to set it up so that it looks like you are going to start trading. However, we're going to bring in what's called the trigger price. And then from that point, hopefully we will be able to set up a grid bot that basically has its first grid trade will be profit. Okay, so you guys are going to hopefully immediately get into profit. Now, is that really how it's going to happen? No, it's not going to necessarily happen exactly that way. However, I'm hoping that you guys can kind of see the power and potential behind using a trigger price. Okay. All right. So with that being said, this bot can work with Pinex. It also can work with KuCoin. So if you are on either one of those and you are using just a standard grid bot, there are trigger prices for those bots. I'm going to put a referral link for both platforms below. And if you are not on there and you are interested in signing up with a grid bot, go ahead and click those links. Sign up today. Let me know and I can help you get started if you need. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to run through ETH real quick. If you watched my last video, I think I ended up saying I felt like the bottom daily would have been in this area. So somewhere from 27.5 to about 26.5. We have gone past that and we're on our way down on the daily. Okay. Again, I think that was a good area. But with all of the political stuff, the worldwide situations happening currently as we are speaking, things can get a little interesting with everything. So I do have a grid bot running on ETH, as I've said. It is out of range currently, and I'm just going to kind of wait it out. Okay. The other daily support is this 24 down to 23 area. That's the other daily support that I'm hoping will end up holding. I'm hoping this first one kind of ends up holding. I know we're out of it, but I hope we start turning around soon. Now, if you are one and you are sitting there, as I've said, I've got we have a downtrend here. So it stops, it starts an uptrend. That is where this first daily support came from. We also have some areas that bumped up against coming back down. My second area of support comes from this area right here. It also, where was it? It also comes from, this area as well. So we got a couple supports there. I do believe that it will hold. Again, we can't predict the future, so it may not hold, but I do feel like it will hold. I do feel like we are going to start turning around. We may get all the way down in here, this 24, 23 area, but I do feel like we will come up again. What I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to break this down and I'm going to show you a very good idea. If you are a person who you can end up waiting and you can end up being patient with your grid bots, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an idea and a thought that you can end up doing as long as you are patient. So here's the thinking. The thinking is that if you have a trigger price, you're going to want to have that bot start when that price hits that trigger price. So what I could end up doing is, let me see if I can get rid of those. Yeah, what I could end up doing, it's coming up here. Nope, can't keep them gone. is I can come and I could chart my normal pair. So I'm charting ETH. I'm looking, oh, okay. It looks like this area's got some, but we went all the way down to 21.4 and we came back up, right? It looks like we stopped around 28 and came back down. You just chart it like normal. So if I were going to end up charting this, I might throw a line there and say, you know what, that might be a good area of a top. And then my bottom might be around maybe around this area. So this 26 area might be a good bottom. However, I might look at this and say, you know what, I bet it's going to test this 24 area. So what I've done is, let me get this zoomed in a little bit. What I've done is I've created a grid. So I have all these little grids in here, and they're all going to be spaced out a certain way. And I end up making my grid bot from, I'll make it a flat 3,000. So actually I'm going to get rid of that one. Make this top one 3,000. So this top one's 3,000, sorry. And this bottom one, I could say, you know, I think it'll be whatever, 26,000. 2,600, sorry. Now, I have several grids in there, but I haven't actually created my bot yet. I can come down here and this bottom line is I can make this my trigger price. So I got my trigger price over here. That means that as long as we're coming down, it's not going to end up starting. So in your app, it'll say price has not been triggered, something along those lines. What happens is as soon as this price wicks down and it triggers that, what is it at? This price down here, so 24.26. As soon as it triggers that, it will automatically do a market buy, and it's going to use everything that it can in order to set you up to hit these grids so that it can sell. So what does it do? It does a market buy for everything at 2,423. It will not sell one until you hit your first grid level, which is about 2,600. At that point, you have gone from a market buy of 24.23 all the way up to 2,600, which means you have got a good 177 points profit on everything. That's your minimum profit. And then it's going to continue going up and going up. So that is the power of what a trigger price can end up doing. Okay, that's going to be the power of a trigger price. Back here, I could have set my my low. I could over here. I could have set my low to be about 24,000, 2,400, and my trigger price, maybe it was 2,000 or maybe 2,200. All right, so that wick would have come down, hit that trigger price, and then we would have gone up through all of our cells. So that is going to be the power of what you can end up doing using a trigger price. You don't have to use one, but that could be the potential for using one. Now, the other side is it's going to do a market buy at whatever price it is. So if you say, you know what, I want to do a market buy at 2,614, you're going to do a trigger price at that price. Maybe you think that you are going to end up going all the way down. At this point, if I were to end up setting a an ETH bot, I would say that I think it's going to end up coming down and wicking at least to 2,400, at least wicking it. And so I could end up setting this bot from all the way 2,400 and looks like 2,413, all the way up to 3,000. But that trigger price, it could wick down to 2,400 and then start the same process over again. Okay. So you do not need to use a trigger price. However, it can benefit you when you are trading to start your trading bot with a trigger price. And the reason why is because you're going to do a market buy at that price. I know there's a lot of people right now and they're looking at Bitcoin, the next spot for Bitcoin. They're looking at whether or not we are going to hold this area. Okay. So whether or not we're going to end up holding this area or we're going to end up continuing downward. There's a lot of people who are looking at the weekly and they're looking at it going, this downward weekly looks terrible. That's fine. That is fine. You could end up putting I know that one of the last real big downtrends we had, I think we hit, it was like 28,500 or something like that. You can put that down. That way, if there is a text that goes out and it wicks down and comes back up, you've got it. However, you don't have to do it. Okay? That's one thing I want you guys to be mindful of. You do not have to use the trigger price. It might be a good idea for some people, but you don't have to use the trigger price. All right, everybody, I hope you guys are doing great with your trades lately. I hope you guys are making some profit. I hope you guys are bringing in whatever you're trying to profit in, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's USDT, whether it's whatever. Again, click the link below for the KuCoin or the Pionex referrals. If you are not already part of the group, click those, sign up. That way you don't have to look at the charts all day. And I hope you guys have a great week trading. I want you all to be careful and stay green. I'll see you next time.